can I say good morning, Queensland? And it's wonderful news today that we only have one new case, and that's in hotel quarantine. So congratulations, and that means we only have 5 active cases, and the total number of cases is 1,172, and our tests are 2,571. Well, today, of course, is the day after the election, and like from the outset, can I also thank all of the workers and volunteers that persevered throughout that hailstorm yesterday afternoon as well. Well done to everyone, and thankfully no one was hurt or injured during that time. And can I thank the people of Queensland for once again putting their trust in my government and our team. And I vow that I will work hard for you each and every day, and I will repay that trust. And of course, you know, at the end of the day, it's about looking after Queenslanders and making sure they're safe. And that's exactly what my priorities are, to make sure that our health response is under control, and also to make sure now that we continue to adopt our key economic recovery plan to look after all of Queensland. And let me give this reassurance again to Queenslanders that I will be a Premier for all of Queensland. It doesn't matter where you live, in which part of our magnificent state. I will be there for you through the good times and the bad, through whether it's cyclones or whether it's any natural disaster, and through coronavirus. We will get through this together, and we work best when we work together. Well, today I'm joined with some of our new faces of our team, and you know, it's once again wonderful to see that these hard-working people are now representatives of their community. So, of course, Jonty Bush from Cooper, Ali King, Palmerstone, Jason Hunt, Caloundra. We just had a walk the other day, Jason. I'll be back to Caloundra a lot more now as well. And, of course, we're welcoming Jimmy Sullivan, and who's taking over from Anthony Lynham. And also, can I thank Kate Jones and Anthony Lynham for their service, and also to Jackie Trad. I thank all of them for their service. To be a representative of your community takes you away from your family. And at times, it is very tough toll on families. They don't get to see their kids. And I just want to thank each of them for their service to Queensland and their service to the community. So I'm happy to take a few quick questions, and then, of course, you might want to hear from some of our new fresh faces on our team. And, of course, the counting still goes on, and, you know, there will not be a swearing in until the declaration of the poll is received. Like I said, you know, it takes a huge toll on families, and I wish all of them the very best.
Have you spoken to Jackie?
Not yet, but I plan to talk to her today.
Do you have anybody in mind to fill those 3 cabinet spots?
Not at the moment. We'll be getting down to business tomorrow. I've already contacted the Deputy Premier and the Treasurer. We will be hitting the ground running tomorrow morning. We'll be rolling up our sleeves, getting back to work and starting on the budget. I promise Queenslanders that we will deliver a budget before Christmas, and if that means working right up until Christmas, we will, because that's what we promised to do. Yeah, there were a lot of attacks, and we stood strong. Queenslanders stood strong. Everything I do is on behalf of the people of this state, and I will always stand up for what is right and what I believe to be right. And I listen to the health advice. In this job, you have to listen to the experts, and you have to communicate that to people, and that has stood us in good stead. The news overnight that in the UK they're going back down into lockdown, I think, for the next 4 to 6 weeks. I mean, that's going to take a huge toll on their economy. You can't have an economy if you can't control the health virus.
Is the natural flow on from that that you're sticking to Plan A on the borders? Is the soonest that we'll have a review of that at the end of the month?
Yes, that is exactly what I've said to the people of Queensland. I have been entirely consistent on this, and we will do whatever Dr. Young says, her health advice, to keep Queenslanders safe. And look, can I also acknowledge, I realise that there are a lot of people out there who voted Labor for the very first time, who put their trust in me for the very first time. And I want to pay that respect back. I know that was a very tough call for a lot of people, But a lot of people stopped me in the street. They stopped me around Queensland and they said, thank you for keeping us safe. But I also acknowledge people have lost their jobs. And now's the time to get back to work and to make sure that we deliver on our economic plan, because we have regional plans as well. And once again too, you know, Labor held very well in the regions, and I want to thank regional Queensland. Our state is the better for the fact that we have strong regional cities in our state, and we will continue to back those regions. We'll continue to go to those regions and deliver to those regions. At the end of the day, Queenslanders had a choice to make, and they had a choice between jobs or cuts. They had a choice between stability or chaos. And I thank Queenslanders for putting their trust in me.